Hello everyone, welcome to the 13th episode of Story with Ali. In this episode, I'm going to interview European HEMA historical martial art fighter, Gabriel. So let's watch Gabriel's story with us today, where we will talk about his journey throughout his career. And don't forget to watch the arm wrestling between me and Gabriel, and as well the important part, which is Get an Egg, where he could be Cristiano with a Sue, Lionel Messi with Sky Celebration, Henry Cavill with Mission Impossible, Followed Punch, or Shah Rukh Khan from Bollywood. So keep watching Story with Ali. Here we are with Gabriel today. Let's get to know about historical HEMA European martial art. So how are you, Gabriel, today?
Fine. The training is good, so I'm fine.
And welcome to Story with Ali. And we really appreciate your time and your participation to our channel.
Thank you.
Tell us about the sport. Like, it's kind of new to us, specifically for me as well and for our audience as well. So tell us about the sport.
So HEMA, historical European martial arts, it's the pursuit of the lost knowledge, martial knowledge among Europe since antiquity until basically World War I. Okay? So you will do in HEMA fight with sword like this, 200 sword, 100 sword, buckler, sword and buckler. You will do wrestling, antique wrestling, gladiature, so with the gladiator, in armor.
Yeah,
You will do harness fechten, so fight in armor, in knight armor. You will do Irish stick. Irish stick, so self-defense with Irish stick. Plenty of discipline. So when you meet some HEMAists, so how we are called, you can meet people specialized in longsword, but people specialized in bayonet. So the knife on the rifle.
Right.
You can meet people specialized on the stick, on boxing, French boxing from 17th centuries, all kind of stuff.
Good to know. I will definitely read about this sport because I really liked it. And is it different from the Japanese game, which is kendo? How it's different from that sport?
So we have things in common with kendo. Kendo is from a traditional art also. Nowadays kendo is very codified. It's going to the Olympic. So because it's going to the Olympic, you have to define rules, and rules tend to modify the discipline. Here in HEMA, even if we have competition, we don't have we don't have a generic rule. There is different rule sets depending of where you will fight. So the discipline didn't change because of rule. So we still have the right to do a lot of things with weapon. We can of course use a weapon, cut, thrust. We also can do wrestling, arm lock, projection, all kind of stuff that are in the manuscript, because we work with the manuscript, the old book, where was written by the old master in the Middle Age, and we refound it. We traduce it and we use it to learn the movement, the technique.
Now I will ask you some question about you. Tell us about your childhood. When did you start playing? And what was your favorite sport when you were a kid? So
I'm a kid of the 90s. So I grew up with a lot of kung fu movie, a lot of action movie. I'm a big fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme, also Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, all kind of all these movies. So I grew up in this. And when I was a kid, I never could do martial arts. I never could do martial arts until I was teenager. So I have this strong envy in me to learn a martial art. And by hazard, I come in a club in my hometown who do reenactment. So reenactment is try to recreate a scene from Middle Age, from one century, one epoch. So they will do a spectacle. It was a kind of theater, but I wanted to fight, and by chance they also teach how to use sword for artistic purpose, not for fighting purpose, but it was the start. And from there, I found on the internet some manuscripts, some people working like that with the manuscript. And when I was 16, I start to work with my first manuscript, with my first sword, and since I never stopped.
Perfect. And what does this sport mean to you when you are in the field and there are multiple competitors and fighters? What's going in your mind? We really want to know those feelings when you were in the field?
So when we do HEMA, of course, we have the competition. Of course. Where we fight. It's a sport. It's a combat sport. When we do competition, it's a combat sport. In the gym, it's chill. It's for the teaching. It's for the connection with tradition.
Exactly.
When we are in the gym for fighting, we are more in a fight. So we are not in the fight to learn the same thing. And we learn technique. We learn with friends.
Right.
When we fight in competition, we fight, of course, the opponent, and we fight ourselves.
Right.
So the gym and the competition teach me a lot of things, different things, but teach me a lot of things.
Right.
And when I'm in competition, in the beginning, I was there for the win.
Right.
I was for the win. Now, with time, because I grow up, because maybe I become more wise,
maybe
I don't chase the win so much.
Right.
I like competition to meet other fighters,
Okay.
to learn other skills,
Right.
and to try things.
Okay.
If I go to the final, of course, I want to win, of course. Of course.
Definitely.
But in the before the final, it's more chill.
Okay.
More chill.
And how would you agree with me if I say, was it your passion to continue this as a career?
I'm in Clermont-Ferrand because it was the purpose. I come here because I had the opportunity to teach professionally in a dedicated team. Okay, so this is why I'm here in this town.
Right.
I did HEMA before that in other town, but I come here for that. COVID happened and the gym closed.
Can imagine, definitely. Okay.
But in my life, I only do things, even in my personal career,
Right.
I do things by passion. I'm illustrator, so I'm an artist. I learn comics in Belgium.
Okay.
So
good to know.
my work is already a passion.
Okay.
So switch from my passion to this, it doesn't make any sense because I only do things for passion. So
Perfect.
It's hard.
That's what everyone should be doing to continue their passion.
If you can, but
Okay.
it's hard.
So why not tennis? Why not football? You could have been playing next to Mbappe or Pogba. Why did you choose this sport?
When I was a teenager, I was an introvert, very big introvert. I was very shy,
Right.
not very much confident about myself, and I didn't like the football, rugby. I didn't like team sport. Generally, I don't like team sport.
Okay.
I like being in a team, but if I fight, I want to fight for myself.
Right. Understood.
So I was introvert. I wanted to do martial arts,
Okay.
and by chance I come on that, and I don't know, the magic happened, and I never stopped.
Okay.
And today it's my sport.
Exactly.
It makes me who I am. I get a physical condition. It makes me fit. It makes me confident, and now it makes me a teacher. So it's give me a lot, and I don't think I will get that with another sport.
Right. Bring us back to your first experience when you had your first game. What were your emotions, and how did your family support you?
I will be honest. At first, when I grabbed the sword, I said to my friend who bring me to the club where they do sword, I said, "Man, I don't want to be a goofy boy playing a knight.
Okay.
It's not for me."
Right.
And I liked it. So of course it's a boy dream. You got a sword, you fight with it. It's a little kid dream. Okay. And the dream is really fast crushed by reality of what sword fighting is. It's not a long fight with lot of exchange and people looking at them like this, roaring, sword binding. No, it's not like that. You do 2 strikes and it's over. So you learn to respect the sword and you break your dream. You're not a knight. We are not here to be knights. We are in the pursuit of a knightly art, true, but we're not knight and we don't define ourselves like knights.
Okay.
We are fencers and we are fighters.
Right, that's quite convincing. So do you still have the same passion that you have had back in your early stages? Do you still have that passion?
Yeah, definitely. And it was hard in the beginning because for me it was I wanted so much to succeed in it, to be good, that of course, when you do your first competition and you get crushed by better people,
Right.
normal, it's hard for your ego, for your orgueil, it's for your pride. But it's good because it's the first thing to destroy after your dreams about what the night are. It's your pride.
Okay.
So once your pride is destroyed, you can work and you can be better. So nowadays, it's been 18 years I do that. So
Wow, it's a long time, long period.
33 now.
Right.
So the passion, the love about HEMA didn't change with time. It's the same amount that in the beginning, but it changed my way to approach it. Change.
Right.
Nowadays I'm a fighter, but I'm a teacher, and nowadays of course I'm glad to succeed myself in competition in the international scene when I do demonstration, things like that. But I tend to prefer when they are my students to succeed.
Right.
So it's not more about me,
Okay.
it's more about my club and about my students.
Perfect. And your life, it must not be only about this sport. When you have free time, what other sport do you prefer to play?
Not much in reality. I play video games, but it's e-sport. It's not sport. It's e-sport.
Right.
I do musculation a little bit, only calisthenic. I don't use. I don't go to the gym for musculation.
Right.
I like calisthenics, but really I do sport every time. Only sport. I'm a maniac about it, so I didn't do other sports.
No, I can imagine the way the healthy you are, so you are good with that. Okay. And if you could pick one athlete to be, could be from any sport,
Yeah.
who would you choose and why?
It's hard question. It's a very hard question.
Definitely.
It's funny to say that because I'm a little guy, but I have a huge respect for Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not really, well, of course, because he's for me a great actor, but because I admire bodybuilder. I will not be able to do that in my life. I know it. I know that some people find it silly to see bodybuilder because they don't understand what they do, why they deform their body like that. But I have a huge respect for that because I know what it implies.
I'm a big fan of Arnold myself
Yeah.
as well. Okay, so what if you were not in this profession? Where you would have been now if you were not in this profession?
Hard to say, because like I said, when I was teenager, I was a very introvert guy, and I got some personal issue in my life with my family, etc. And it's not exaggerating to say that HEMA some kind saved my life in a way.
Okay.
So it's hard for me today to project myself in another place if I didn't meet this world. You know, so I can't imagine, but probably not in a good place. But I don't know. Really, I don't know.
Okay, and it's an emotional question now. Did something or someone break your heart?
Did something or someone break my heart? In a personal plane, yeah, of course, I did, but I think I did break hearts too. So fair enough, you know.
Okay.
I'm not. Every day you. Yes. I don't go in detail. But if you want to answer a more corporate answer,
Okay, I can imagine.
there is a thing will break my heart in martial arts scene. It's when people tell me well, sword is good, European sword is good, but you know katana is better.
Okay.
These people break my heart,
Okay.
and I want to break their hearts.
Oh, okay. And the last question, your advice for the young people who wants to join this game, what is your advice for them?
Find us. It's hard because it's a very niche practice, so you
Right.
don't know it, and we are few to practice it. So look at the internet, type HEMA. The advantage of HEMA is that the masters are dead.
Right.
Okay? I'm not a master myself. I'm a teacher. I'm an instructor, but I'm not a master. I don't have the title, and I think I don't deserve it, and maybe I will never deserve it. So when you're alone and you want to play with sword, look on the internet, find the manuscript, the codex,
Right.
a traduction in your language, learn from it,
Right.
take a stick, do movement, and you will do HEMA. HEMA is using the weapon, but it's also make your research about the HEMA, use the manuscript, learn from it alone, you can do it alone, and by doing that you start to do HEMA.
Right. Perfect. Thank you very much, Gabriel, for your time. So now, guys, we'll move to the second segment of this show, where we will have an arm wrestling, and right after that, we are going to have the get an egg, where he'll be performing one of that did today. Let's do it, Gabriel, today.
Let's go. So, 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
You will win.
Well, it's a good one.
It's
I got the second one.
You have longer arm.
Here we are with Get an Egg. Let's see who he is going to present today. So, Gabriel, it's your turn today. Please shuffle.
Okay, let's go. Henri Cavill, perfect.
Henry Cavill.
My
Okay,
favorite
so you
one.
know the perfect move,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay,
When he, yeah.
so let's see the Henry Cavill Mission Impossible Fallout punch. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Like
He did it very well, actually. Perfect.